Thinking about moving to Bloomington, Indiana? I've lived here for years. I'm actually a native. And today I'm taking you on a map tour of the 10 best neighborhoods to live in 2025, including a few local gems that locals don't want you to know about. Bloomington and its proximity to Indianapolis and some of the bigger cities. But you can see Bloomington right here and Indianapolis right up here. There's Cincinnati over here. So Bloomington to Indianapolis is 1 hour away. And Bloomington to Cincinnati is about 2.5 hours because you have to go on some 2-lane highways to get over to the interstate. But it's also pretty close to Evansville and to Louisville as well. It's about 4 hours from Chicago. So it's pretty centrally located. And what I did was I asked a virtual AI. I used Kirby AI, which is a real estate artificial intelligence. I asked Kirby which were the 10 most popular neighborhoods in Bloomington. And I was pretty okay with the results of it and decided to go ahead and use it and talk about all those neighborhoods. So what we're going to show you is some places that you'll really like to live, but more importantly, places that you don't want to live. So when you come in for your home tour or moving here, you're going to have an idea of some spots that you'd like to check out further. So let's get right to it. My name is Wendy Kohlmeyer. I'm a local realtor in Bloomington. I've been doing this for a really long time, and every week I like to make a video on eating, sleeping, playing, working, and just living in Bloomington. And I like to get out and show you all the spots. So please reach out if you have any questions. I will be glad to help you. And obviously, if you're looking for a home, you can give us a call, email, or text. And please like and subscribe right now, and we will get right to it. So here is Bloomington. It has Interstate 69, which goes right over on the west side of it, and then 45 goes from Ellettsville around Bloomington here. So the first neighborhood that we're going to talk about is Matlock Heights, and you can see Indiana University's right here. Here's the golf course, and let's go in. Gives you a little bit more. Here's Assembly Hall and the football stadium. Well, this is just right across. This Highway 45 is also called the bypass, and it's right across the bypass and over here on Matlock Road. And it really is just this little area right in here, Brown Cliff and some of these little side streets. Now, this road, when you come in on Matlock Road and you go down this way, you can go, it's called Headley Road, and you go right down the hill and you are at Griffey Lake. And this is 5 minutes. Griffey Lake is 5 minutes to the Assembly Hall and the stadium. So you can see how close you are to the northern part of Indiana University's campus. So Matlock Heights is comprised of older homes built in the 50s and 60s. There's not a lot of them, but this is a really great area if you can find a house there. And if you like to kayak, Griffey Lake is a kayaking lake or a paddleboarding canoe. They do have fishing there as well. And it's just a really fun lake. If you like nature, there's all kinds of trails around here as well. And so this is a great area. You're close to everything. So that is the Matlock Heights area. And then from there, we are going to move on to Green.
The the Gentry neighborhoods. And the Gentry neighborhoods are located south of 3rd Street, east of Smith Road, west of 446 in that little triangle, and that's Gentry Estates, Gentry Honors, and Gentry South. And there is a little community park over there. There is also a little condo complex as well. And this is a hugely popular area because it is not far from the East Side shopping, maybe 5 minutes away, and also 10 minutes to IU at the max. So that is a very popular area with families and professors and retirees. It's very well liked. So on the east side of 446, directly east is called Gentry East, and that's a little bit bigger of a lot size than you'll find in the Gentry area west of 446. But those houses are newer than the others, and that area is very popular as well, and so that is something to keep in mind.
From there, number 8 would be Blue Ridge Estates. So Blue Ridge is again over here by the Memorial Stadium and Assembly Hall. If you go right up Dunn Street, right here, this area right here is Blue Ridge Estates. And again, it's close to the southern end of Griffey Lake. It's very close to Memorial Stadium and the Assembly Hall, so it's on the north end. You are literally about 5 minutes to the stadium and Assembly Hall. That is a very popular place to live, and will have anything from mid-century modern to bi-levels, ranches, things like that. And those houses were built in the 70s, some 80s, some older than that. So that is Blue Ridge Estates. Number 7 is Renwick Village. And Renwick is a master plan community built around a little shopping area. There are apartments and condos over there, different styles of houses. You've got brand new housing, condos, and this is the little, right here, the city center of Renwick. There is also a park, which is quite nice, and different home styles, but that's all right within this area right here. So that is Renwick. This is the east side. Here's the east side Kroger. This is going to be about a 10-minute, not even 10-minute drive into IU. So you can see IU's right up here. So it's very close, very convenient. Everything is new over there. So you will definitely want to check those out, but they can be pretty pricey. I would say things start over there around $500,000. You want to keep that in mind for sure. Then we have the Near West Side neighborhood. That is number 6 on the list, and that is right downtown. It's just, let's look a little bit. You can see Indiana University is right here, and then the Near West Side neighborhood is right up here. So again, there's a little park. It goes right by the trail that goes through Bloomington, and it is all older homes, some of the original homes for people that started IU, and original homes for some of the factory workers and the limestone workers here. So they're all pretty small. It is a historic neighborhood. And again, there is a mixture of homeowners and rentals and student rentals there. So it's very convenient. You can jump on the trail and ride through Bloomington, or you can walk. There is let's see if we can zoom in here. Yeah. So there is a Co-op market, which has great organic foods, and they also have a food bar and things like that. And it's just a few blocks, so you can walk right to this market. Also, there is the community farmers market on the weekends in Showers Plaza, and it's just all so convenient, right? So, but you can literally just walk through there and get right downtown anywhere you're going. So next up, number 5 is Park Ridge. And Park Ridge is on the east side of town. It is located right in here, just north of 3rd Street and west of Smith Road. So this is the original Park Ridge on the bus line, very convenient to IU. You can walk and ride your bike, anything like that. There's Park Ridge East right over here, and Park Ridge East does have a little park over here. So that's extremely convenient. You're also going to be very close to Target, and the College Mall is over here, but there's a lot of East Side restaurants, and it's just a very quick, easy way to get into Indiana University. And from there, number 4 comes in is Hyde Park. And Hyde Park is also on the east side, kind of south a little bit, but Hyde Park is right in this area here. Whoops. Right in this area right here. And again, you can see that it's on the east side of town and very close to all the east side shopping. So you're going to be 3 minutes from Kroger and Fresh Time Market. Also is the College Mall right over here. So if you live in Hyde Park, you're going to be, 6-7 minutes from IU, and it won't take long to get around the area. So here we are in Hyde Park. We're going to go over here to Bryan Park, and that comes in at number 3. Let's zoom in here. But this is Bryan Park right here. It has tennis courts, basketball courts, a huge swimming pool, very nice area. This whole area is really nice. It's got a great playground for kids. You can go over here. This is still considered the Bryan Park area, and there's a lot of older homes there, smaller homes, and all that area, you're going to have a mixture of rentals and homeowners and student rentals. So there's some areas that are more homeowners and not as many students, but they do kind of, as you get closer to IU, you're going to have more students. So this is the southern part of Indiana University, so you're going to have more students in here. But Bryan Park is kind of a mixture of all. As you go over to the east side of Bryan Park, you're going to have more expensive homes and less rentals, but there still will be a fair amount of rentals. So from Bryan Park, we're going to go over to the southwest side, and you can see over here, this area right here is Prospect Hill. And that again is a historic neighborhood, and It's also walkable right into downtown, and you can walk and ride your bike to Indiana University. It's very convenient. The homes, again, are smaller, very similar to the near East Side neighborhood, but these homes they're old. They're going to be early 1900s, 1920s, and a lot of them have been remodeled, but there's a fair amount that have not. So you're going to have to do some remodeling there. A lot of the homes have one bathroom. There's still a combination of student housing as well as homeowners and rentals that aren't student rentals, but it just depends on what you can find and what's available when you're actually looking. But these houses have a lot of character and bungalows type houses, and I will show you that. And the number one neighborhood is over here. It's called Elm Heights, and it is the original neighborhood for when Indiana University was being built. A lot of these houses were built for some professors there. It's a great little area. There's restaurants, and this is the old Elm Heights School. I went there, and it's now Harmony School. But there's a lot of mixture of really elegant houses with a lot of limestone and character to some smaller bungalows. You will still find some student rentals in this area, but not as many. But beautiful manicured yards and nice size houses if you can find them. And obviously walkable to IU and to the downtown area. And so that is the area that you want to be. So if you like this map tour and want me to do some other map tours, let me know. But this obviously is just the different neighborhoods around that is easily walkable into IU and to the downtown area. So, or I should also say bikeable, but you definitely want to check that out. And then all my contact information is below. So if you have any questions, just reach out and I will be glad to help you on your housing search.